Everything we've been through. Toast to the ones in today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the trees bring back all the memories. And the memories bring back those. There's a time that I remember. Cause I did not know the pain. When I believed in forever, everything will stay the same. Now my hope you like December. To somebody say your name. Cause I can't reach out to call you. I know I'll be one day. Yeah. Everybody hurts sometimes. Everybody hurts someday. Hey, hey. Everything gon' be alright. Only the best to say. Hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Here's to the wish you were here tonight. Cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Close to the ones in the night. Close to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the dreams bring back all the memories. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so low. And I felt all the hatred just to go for a start. And my heart feel like an ember, and it's not enough to die. I'll carry these torches for you, but you know I'll never try. Yeah, everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts someday. Hey, hey. Everything gon' be alright, only the best will say. Hey. Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here tonight. Cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through. Toast to the ones in today. Toast to the ones that we lost on the way. Cause the dreams bring back all the memories. Memories bring back, memories bring back.
Well, hello. Goodness sakes, nice to see you all. Good to be here to take these things off. Mary will not be here tonight. She is sick. We need to be in prayer for Mary and hope that she's going to get real well real soon. We just can't have this, Mary. You need to get your act together and get well. We don't need you sick. Glass Box Fox. Hello. Let's see now. Let me run through Petroman. Hey, Petroman, nice to see you. Let's go to the top and say hello to everybody. Even though we typed in hello to everybody, it's just more fun that way. Jay Oliver. Hello, Jay Oliver. Fish Central, Fish Ranch Home, Diane Altland, James Green, Scott Stankovich. Scott and Wendy are going to show us some tanks today. Fish and Shrimp by Rich. Lumpy Dog is here. Oh, who else? Blue Moon Nursery. Craig Doniger. Glass Box Fox Veteraman. Let's see, I think we're down to it here, aren't we? Frank is here. Hey, Frank. Frank McDonald says, hello, Father Fish and friends. Looking forward to the show. No Siren Lacertina or Amphuma means a little late in the year, but we're still trying hard. Imre. Hello, Imre. Nice to see you. Craig, we did. Jay Oliver. I think we got everybody. If I miss you, say hello again. Sandy Mick. Hello, Sandy. We need to turn Sandy blue. Who else? Let's see. Craig. Lummy Dog. We got them all. We got them all. Let's see. We had our club board meeting tonight. That's it, just before this. The Venice Aquarium Society Board of Directors met. I'm president this year. It's because we couldn't get anybody else. But it's all right. I promised to do it for 1 year. Michael Brennan. Hello, Michael. Having a great Sunday. Thank you. Yes. And we discussed a number of things that were particularly interesting, I think. 2 in particular. 3, actually, one that kind of bear on us. Number 1, we want to start maintaining a directory of local people in the area who are breeding fish. Now, we're going to make this generally available because I'm going to be doing some shipping, which leads to the second item, which is we're going to start streaming our club meetings this month. Now, I don't think we're going to be set up to do the auction to include those of you who are on the stream in the auction, simply because of shipping problems. And also because we haven't got the logistics worked out yet. But that's coming and that's going to happen. So that's 2. That'll be the 20th of the 3rd Thursday of the month. So look forward to that. That's going to be fun. It'll start at about 7 in the evening. We'll turn on the cameras. The business meeting starts at 7:30. The program at 8 o'clock. And then our auction at 9. So it's a full evening. But it'll be great fun. I think you'll all enjoy it. Fish Central, hello, hello. Levi's Aquatics, hello, Levi's. Nice to see you. We're going to add Levi as a moderator. The third item, Roman, hello, Roman. Nice to see you. The third item pertains to Frank. And I haven't discussed this with Frank. So this is going to be a surprise for him, but I think it's one he's going to appreciate and enjoy. One of the things we've been trying to promote is native species of ornamental fish and other ornamental aquatic critters. So what we're going to do is ask Frank if he would like to do a 1 or 2 minute, 3 or 4 minute presentation of a native species at our regular club meetings. Every month, present a new one. That means we've got to pull them out of our vats or get out there and collect them, and then do a little presentation. We can do slides or something on screen if possible. But I think that would be wonderful. Frank would be a delightful person to do that. We'll see if he says no. I'm putting him on the spot here, so making it more difficult for him to say no. By the way, excuse the wound. I knocked skin off myself yesterday, and I've been trying to get it to stop bleeding. I finally got it. I put super glue on it. and that stopped it cold in its tracks. So long as I can keep from picking off the super glue, I think I'll be all right. In a week, it'll fall off and it'll be healed. Anyway, so there's all of that. My bed isn't growing so fast, Father Fish. I put sand in, like you said, and it's helped heaps. Craig, yes, it absolutely does. It's just really amazing. Somebody was making a comment, I think on Discord, about the miracle of sand. Isn't that interesting? The miracle of sand in an aquarium, a couple of inches deep. Now, Lucas was talking about it. Somebody brought up the Father Fish method, and Lucas, I derive much of what I'm doing from Lucas. So, it's not like I've taught him anything. It's kind of the reverse. He feels like I could do with less sand, and he may be right. I'm doing 2 inches. I could go with an inch, and it might work out better. We'll try some tanks, get some people to try that experimentally. The main thing I've been concerned about is keeping the nutrients out of the water column. But with a lot of plants, maybe that's not so critical. Lucas raises a lot of mosses and riccia and other plants that derive their nutrients from the water column. So being able to do that means that you can be a little more flexible about allowing nutrients in the water column. So we'll focus on that. Another thing that's come up really is, you know what? Fish Central said cayenne pepper stops bleeding. I was trying to figure out today what I could put on it. It doesn't bleed. It oozes because it's a scrape, and I'm on blood thinners, so it goes. Nola is here. Hey, no, Nayla Fox. Hi, Nayla. Nice to see you. The Utah Silview is here. Ha ha. Frank says, uh-oh, you dirty rascal. I'll be delighted with your help. You betcha, Frank. Absolutely. And that will be a kick in the head. I think we're all gonna really enjoy that. Nayla, for those of you who don't know, is my granddaughter, my 10-year-old granddaughter. And she's working with me and some of her friends to see if we can't put together a children's Father Fish something. And I'm thinking about calling it Grandpa Fish. Grandpa Fish. It'll be largely stories. I don't know whether I want to do it on this channel or create a new channel. Just depends on how the algorithm handles it and what we have to do about that. So anyway, Levi's Aquatics, love your videos. Thank you very much, Levi. Let's see. You're glad I could finally catch you online. Nice to have you here, Utah. And what else? Oh, Craig says, hopefully the local cheap shop has my bottles today. Ha ha. Nayla says, oh yeah, did you see my intro idea? I sent you a video. No, I've got it. How did you send it, my dear? Was it on email? Let me look. Tell me how you sent it. See if it's on email. I'm looking on my email. Oh, I'm so excited. I asked her to do a little intro for us for the Father Fish live stream. Let's see. Nope. It's not there. Let's try the other. Is she telling us? Send you a video. How did you send it, Nola? I need to know. Fish Central. Thank you, Levi. Is it on the other? I don't know. I don't know how she. Amazon, it's not there. Okay, didn't send it email. So I gotta get back now. Stop me dead in my tracks here. Oh, she texted me on my phone. Ooh. Okay, text message. I don't know if I can put this over. I'm gonna figure out how to do this. I don't know how to do this. Dooby doo. Text. 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 Dr. Oz. Boy, all of this stupid blood pressure stuff comes through. Yeah. Unread messages. Well, I'm terrible at editing, so you're going to be better than me, Nella. But I don't have it on text. I'm not finding it on text. I don't know what the problem is here. See if, I don't know, can you send it by email? Fatherfish@fatherfish.net. If you can do that. I'm not seeing it in my phone text. New page, Joan, Bill Demery, not there. Not on voicemail. There's text. I am getting upwards of 10 emails a day from somebody trying to sell me some kind of medical crap or other. It is so frustrating because I've got to go through and delete them individually. Such a complete pain in the rear end. Nella, I don't see it. Oh, here we go. Got it. I know, I won't say your name. Okay. All right. We got to do this again. Save, share. How do we replay it? Well, I can't quite hear it. Let's see. Ah, okay, great. You were watching Father Fish. Now please enjoy the video. Perfect. Okay, I will get that up. I'll have to figure out how to get it off my phone and get it onto the computer, but I'll do that. That's delightful. Thank you, Nola. Keep working at it. That's fun. Let's see. Looking where to get zippered bags to hold mud for my substrate. You want to do the bag in the substrate, or you just want to collect it? Zippered bags to hold mud for my substrate. You're doing this because you want to be able to put it in after the tank is full. I get this, Sandy. There are washing machine bags, but they may not be fine enough. You need something really fine. I don't know. That's interesting. You could also consider something that ties. You could even make a bag out of like silk or nylon or even cotton, and tie the ends of it and get it down in there. Maybe somebody have an idea. Levi's Aquatics Fish Central posted. That's very nice, Nayla. Thank you. We're gonna let's see. Can I play it again? Oh, you know what? Turn the volume up. I had my volume down too low. Here we go. Let's try it again.
You are watching Father Fish. Now please enjoy the video.
Lovely. Thank you. Lovely. I love it. I got it, baby. Thank you. Sandy, looking where to get zipper bags, did that. Block the email. Watch yourself, Michael. Craig, I'm so hopeless. I have no idea what video making. Scott is here. Let's bring him up. Let me run through this first. Frank, hit that like. Father gave me a week's notice of what native species you'd like to introduce. Love the opportunity. You betcha, Frank. That's going to be great fun. Make a bag from a pillowcase material. That'll work. Might be kind of big, but actually not a bad idea because it will deteriorate if it's made out of cotton. In time, it'll break down, and it's a way to be able to get the dirt into the tank, cap it with sand, with water in the tank, if that's your thing. Okay, where'd he go? Scott, I was just about to bring you up, and you disappeared. Where are you? Come on back. James Gite. Hello, James. Scott and Wendy want to show us some tanks. And he was up and he sat there for a couple of minutes. I was kind of busy on other things. But I'm ready now and you're gone. Goodness. And nobody else is saying anything. Well, media bags. Media bags will work, Craig's suggesting. Absolutely. Thumbs up. 22 watching, 22 thumbs up. Hard to beat that. Yeah, Frank says that's what my snake banks are. Snake bags. Old pillowcases. Yep. Dooby-doo. Look at that. He's gone and he ain't coming back. Goodness sakes. Scott, where are you? Yeah, what else we do at the board meeting? Well, one of the things I mentioned that I want to be able to promote. There he is. I will do Scott first, and then we'll do that later. But think about it. There he is.
Turn your volume down.
I got to put my ears on. Hey, Scott.
Hey, how you doing, Father Fish?
I'm good. How are you? Let's see if I can get you.
Fantastic.
Why are you not?
Turn your volume down.
Oh, there. Gotcha.
There you go.
Okay.
You ready?
Ready.
Happy Sunday to you, Father Fish.
Well, thank you, Scott. Happy Sunday.
And I hope Mary is. Wendy's right here. Going to do it real quick. She's not big into being on the camera, but she's going to help me out a little bit. Say wave.
Lovely.
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. Hey,
right.
T-Bone. Good to see you.
So we're going to start. We're going to start with a live bearer tank. It's a 30-gallon. It's in a window, and it is a sand substrate that has been collected. The sand itself has been collected from a riverbed. And this is about 3 months old. And we haven't shown this up. You Father Fish, you've seen every one of our tanks. So I'm just going to try to do this for the group. And it's getting ready to be sunset, so we caught this at the right moment. There's probably over 35 or 40 fish in here.
We had a recent hatch of guppies.
Yeah, we had a very recent hatch of guppies. So if you look around a couple of minutes,
Hatch or
a huge hatch, birth, whatever. So we watch and we learn. Don't mind, that's not an ad. And it is what it is. All right. So we have sand, we have rocks, and I want to say to everybody that's watching right now, you can have a deep substrate tank that has beauty to it. All right. It has everything. That's what is that? A potagentin?
Yeah.
It looks like it. Yep.
Yeah, it is. It is couple of different variations. They're beautiful.
We argue if this is an acris or hornwort.
Yeah, it's an acris or hornwort, and we argue about that. Wendy and I both argue about that. I think it's an acris. And somebody says it's an acris. Somebody says it's hornwort. We have a bunch of course, we have a bunch of duckweed up there, and there's a little bit of Sylvania, aka cat tongue.
Right.
Yeah, duck, whatever it is, doesn't really matter. But this tank is probably
Madagascar lake.
Yeah, and this is our little beauty we happen to find at a store that there is a Madagascar in there, and they are really, really pretty. It's a really dark one. The plant in the background is not in the tank, so we use that as some shade for the tank itself, because this is a southern facing tank.
Is that alive?
What, the live plant? Oh, everything is live here. Everything is live. Oh, wait a minute.
The one in back of the tank.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's alive. I don't know what it is.
It's one of those. Show them that.
Nice.
No, it's one of these. I don't know what it is. I'd call it a mother-in-law plant, but it really isn't. It's just something. Okay. I'm not a plant expert by any stretch of the imagination. I'm barely a fish expert, so we let it roll. However,
hello. Yes.
Right. To school for, yeah. All right. So I'm going to show you some roots here for a second or two. I'm going to try to not take more than 10 minutes. The roots are from the pothos. A pothos is absolutely an underwater and an above water plant. This plant is about 3 months old, and there is leaves that are actually growing under. Anyway, we're going to move over to Wendy's cichlid tank, and she designed this by herself. Did a really great job at it. It's got a little bit of tannins in it because it has an oak branch that everybody thinks is roots, but it's not. All right, Wendy wants to show something that you taught us. And I'm going to try to get it. I don't know if it works real well. Might need to turn a light on. But, when we do a deep substrate, this is a deep substrate tank. And everybody's like, oh, well, I see the layers. You ready, Wendy? Gotta give her a second. And when you say, oh, so it doesn't look the brightest or the best in the front because I see the layers and I don't like the layers. If the tank is established enough, you just go on in here and you do this. All right, y'all. And this is not gonna kick on in there.
Okay, I gotta go on the other side of that.
Yeah, you just gotta get on the other side. This is a really kind of complicated tank as far as stuff in the middle. Look at that. Just watch this. Nice and easy. Oh, too slow. Keep going, Wendy. Keep on moving over.
That's the idea.
No, it's not the idea. It's all right, look at that. And it literally hides that look. Keep going. Hop on over. Can you switch on over? My fat butt's in the way. I apologize. And that's all you do. Nice and slow, nice and easy. Nice low lift, nice low drop. Nice low lift, nice. Yeah, there you go. And that's what you do to the front side of the tank. I'm going to move real quickly. Give me about 35 seconds. Wendy's obviously has her hands in the tank. And this is the oldest true deep substrate tank. And that's the bed. But all right, this little baby is what you said it would be. This is about a 6-month-old tank, just under. All right, deep substrate. totally. You've seen this one before, Father Fish.
Yeah.
But this is what happens after about 6 months. This started with one single wisteria plant, one single
One step.
one stem cut off over and over and over again.
Nice.
All right. So if anybody doesn't believe that stuff, which I didn't, I'm not going to lie, I didn't believe it at first, but the truth is, and it really does take about 4 to 6 months for stuff to start establishing. We have removed a couple of the potted plants, we'll call it a deep substrate potted plants, and transplanted them into this. And we have had the third shrimplets. I don't think I can show a shrimplet, but I can actually.
Oh, nice.
I might be able to find some shrimp. Yeah, in the back on top. That's one of the adults.
Yeah, great.
All right. Now we remove the mollies out of this. Oh, very nice loach right there. Dojo. And they're actually kind of doing what they do. To watch fish do what they do is amazing. We removed all the mollies in this tank and we added 10 zebra danios. This is a unheated tank. And we don't never place all of your bets in one tank. So that is another Apogeton, right?
Apogeton.
Thank you.
Apogeton. Yep.
Thank you. I'm bad at enunciation. And this is actually
okay.
a Java fern. Java fern Wendelita or whatever, that really weird one. And every time it breaks off, we just smash it back into the substrate, which does really, really great for the shrimp. So while I'm going to show you the other two tanks real quick, got a question for you, which is like zebra danios. All danios are egg spreaders, egg layers. They're egg throwers.
That's right. Scatterers.
Right. So what we did is we just put a bunch of other rocks in there and stuff like that. Obviously, you've seen the dojo loaches, which are the vacuum cleaners. So the potential for live bearing, the eggs hatching out and surviving is probably pretty slim, but it's an all-natural tank. So we let it do what it does. This is Wendy's. I call it her goldfish tank. And this is one that you recommended that we capped off. And that's been capped off for 4 months.
We're going to do the same thing to the front.
Yep. And she's going to do the same thing to the front right now. You don't see the colors, though. We can still see the undercapping. I can tell that's not really colored. We have a bunch of Ryunkins in here. We've got 4 Ryunkins in here. 3 Ryunkins. We got a Shibuken. And what's that one with a head on it that I like? An Aranda. This tank has been established for I got a Blackmore and a fancy goldfish. That has been, it's a little over a year and a half old, 65 gallon. And then we call this our trouble child. We got, can I see the pleco?
It's a mini or a dwarf?
Yeah, it's a mini dwarf. And our cleaners are green. Can you see it okay, Father Fish?
Can you see it?
Yep.
Yep, we got a couple of green cories, and somewhere abouts is a oh, there he is. Got him.
Pleco.
Yep, it's a dwarf pleco of some kind. He's about a year and a half old. He's only grown like an inch, so not worried about him getting too big for the tank. And we feed that tank that I just showed y'all with this one. This is the tannin tank. I said this is the trouble child. It is when it comes to plants. It is not when it comes to substrate. It is not when it comes to the fish themselves. And anybody that says you cannot throw leaves in a tank and you can't throw dirt in a tank is crazy, because
we did both.
Yep, and I'm not afraid of the mulm anymore. Father Fish got the joke. But yeah, that is like rotten leaves and leaves. And they're gonna show up. Alligator, where is he?
Look at the angels, very pretty.
Yeah. So that's the big black veil angel. Every one of these were most of these fish were bought at a local store. For all those of you who are online here talking tonight that want me to buy some of your really nice fish, I have no problem with that. Oh, that's Brutus. He is a sailfin.
Okay, we gotta go.
All right, let somebody else have fun. Thank you, Father Fish.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Scott.
it.
Appreciate
God bless.
you guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Mercy. Well, we got a good look at Scott and Wendy's fish room. They're so excited and have done so well, and are just really enjoying the hobby in a way they really were not able to before. So it's a good example of how this deep substrate system just changes everything about how you keep fish and what you're doing with the hobby, how you're growing plants, all of that stuff. Let's see, ADHD, doing the drain line for the fish room today. Wow, that's cool. Drain line for the fish room. That's major stuff. You know, I think once you can do that, then the whole issue of being able to do water change becomes so much easier because you're not lugging buckets anymore. Tebow wants to go collecting with Frank. Good idea. Too coolie for schoolie is here. Fish Central, Sunset Jen. Hey, Sunset Jen. Nice to see you. Frank. Let's see. Okay, Scott. Enjoyed having you. Scott he gets excited and he just goes on and on and on and on. And it's really, I'll tell you who else is like that. He hadn't been up here much. He's on Discord all the time. Is RJ. RJ's like me. He's an old-time fish keeper who just loves the opportunity to be able to share his experience and his knowledge and his wisdom. And it's just so valuable and so helpful. But boy, it goes on and on. ADHD, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Fanaticals, hello, hello. Nice to see you. Nola's Dolls and Aquatics. That's not Naila. We got that mixed up last week. Nice to see you, Nola's Dolls and Aquatics. Thank you, Frank. I appreciate it. Fish Central. Mr. HDAD saying he's looking forward to not tripping over hoses. Amen to that. Absolutely. Scott Stankovich, we don't do water changes. T-Bone, thank you, T-Bone. You're a gentleman and so kind. I certainly appreciate you and appreciate your support. T-Bone has been with us locked in for the whole time we've been online, I think, couple of years. Just so supportive and delighted to have him with us. Bwizzle Aquatics. Hello, Bwizzle. Terry's Tropical Tanks. Hello, Terry's. Fish Central, who has been on for a little while. Oh, what else we got here? Oh, dear. What was that? I was about to talk about something. I don't remember what it was. I think one of the things I'm really excited about doing is promoting hobbyists who are raising enough fish to be able to sell them. Now, we all know about Lucas and some of the other fellows who are doing a serious job of raising and selling fish, but you know, it comes up all the time. Now, a lot of these guys and gals are not able to sell because they really can't pack out and ship. But they can provide their fish locally. And that's really what we want to try to find ways to promote, is hobbyists being able to get their fish out locally. You know, the what's happening in the hobby, and I think it's important that we all understand this. The big chains, the big suppliers, the wholesalers, the jobbers. A couple of things have happened recently. One is that they are becoming consolidated. There is a vast and complex corporate structure now that owns a substantial portion of the entire industry. And they are run, as near as I can tell, by accountants because they're very deeply focused on cutting costs and increasing profits. I see it in a number of the businesses that they have purchased recently where the quality is going down steadily and consistently as the price is going up. Now, the way to get around that is to no longer buy, and this is a problem for the local shop. The local shop needs to find ways to buy from local breeders and from specialty importers like Rehoboth in Texas that imports primarily riverine fish from the Ivory Coast in Africa. Fish that are unique, that are specialized, that are not part of the mass production system that has reached a point where we can no longer depend on it providing quality product. You want to know why your guppies are dying? Because they're coming out of a system that pays little or no attention to their well-being. They're simply moved in vast numbers, as fast as they can be moved, as cheaply as they can be moved, and they're not holding up. The numbers of people who are finding this as a problem is dramatically increasing. And this is why, because the industry is failing us. It's failing us by being more focused on profit, more focused on dry goods, and less focused on the quality of the live product they're providing. There are exceptions, and it's vitally important that we support those who are seeking to provide a better quality product. Talk to your local shop about this. Engage them in that conversation and try to get them off the dime if they're buying from the major suppliers and having trouble with the product they're getting in. Get them off the dime. Get them looking and thinking about buying more from local breeders, local hobbyists, and importers who are specialty importers, people who are making a serious effort to bring in quality product. So that's the purpose of this new list that we're going to be developing here locally, and hopefully we'll be able to promote it more widely. We have in the Tampa area easily 100 hobbyists who are producing quality fish in substantial numbers, who are looking for markets for their fish. We need to provide those markets. We need to help them and support them in their efforts to bring quality animals into the hobby. That's what it's all about. Greg said, you're doing right. when big fish shops contact you for your backyard fish. Absolutely. Because your backyard fish are healthy fish. That Frank is talking to T-Bone. Tanked Aquatics. Hello, Tanked Aquatics. I'll turn you blue. Genetics, inbreeding, and poor quality. That's a big part of it. A big part of it, Tanked Aquatics. Who's saying, I have 2 local fish stores that buy every fry you can produce. I breed nanos. And it's so easy to breed nanos. And they're increasingly popular. Those pretty little fish are not difficult to spawn. And and there is a market for them. You got to get around. You got to talk to people about it. Michael Staples. Video quality is rough. Hope your video feed can improve. Let's see. It is, isn't it? Wow, it really is. I did not reset my router, and that's probably why. And it's too late to do it now. But yeah, the quality is terrible. I'm sorry about that. If I reboot my router, that tends to clear it up. But I didn't do it. By the way, Frank, T-Bone lives in Australia, if you hadn't figured that out or didn't know that. So he's teasing you. But I know he would love to do it. He's been wanting to get out and collect for ages, and he can't find anything local because of local laws primarily that restrict what he wants to be able to do. Let's see. Craig is saying the fish are shocking in the Australian stores. It's terrible. Yeah, it's getting worse. And I think we're going to have to save the hobby. I think it's going to be up to all of us here on FishTube and all of the local hobbyists to save the hobby, because the industry isn't going to do it. They're much too profit motivated and not really motivated to maintain and improve the quality of the livestock, or for that matter, the quality of the dry good products. I know you would, T-Bone. I know you would. Love to go collecting. You know, there's got to be a way for you to do it. Unfortunately, I think you're going to have to travel to be able to do it. Oh, dear. Oh, no, I don't think it's you, fanatical. I think it's me. It's showing up when I look at my YouTube. It's terrible. And I'm sure it's my router. Whoops, I just lost. What did I do? I right-clicked on something. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Craig talking about the trash that's coming. I was talking with Chris today. Chris is a past president, um, a real sophisticated hobbyist who's got a pretty substantial operation and tries to breed new fish. He was getting some new, not pseudomcgill, rice fish in, a particular species that wholesale is selling for about $8 a pop, which is a $25 rice fish, if you can imagine. He said they came in with bent spines, deformed finnage, a bunch of them at $8 a pop. They didn't even look at what they were shipping. They were garbage. The whole strain was garbage. So he bought probably a dozen, spent $100, and got completely worthless trash. That's the kind of thing that has to stop. We need to stop supporting that. We need to stop supporting people who insist on selling fish that are damaged goods, fish that are genetically inferior, not raised in a way that's healthy, diseased, you name it. Frank had his heart set on going out with T-Bone. I know. I guess he was talking about fish. Whatever. Networking is where it's all about. Absolutely is. Tanked aquatics. I've even seen CPDs going downhill as far as quality. Not like they were when they first came available. Yeah, true enough. I've got a couple of people locally who are doing them, and they're beautiful, but boy, there's a lot of trash out there. When you pay good money, you have to call arrivals. Yeah, you bet. Fish and meat birds, some of the most mistreated creatures out there. Yeah, and there really is no concern for how fish are. I'll tell you what, if we don't get this together, the government's going to step in and take over and ruin it. And they will ruin it, just like they did in Brazil. There will be a list of fish that are legal to own, and it'll be a list that becomes shorter every year. It's taken years for the industry in Brazil to force government to create a no catch list as opposed to an only sale list. Makes a world of difference. And that's what will happen if we can't get control of this, because the complaints are going to grow so loud and so voluminous that local government is going to have to step in and say, we're going to control how these fish are raised, how they're produced, how they're shipped. We're going to start finding that our industry is under government authority. And anytime the government takes something over, it gets dramatically restricted. And that's all I'll say about that for the moment. But we don't want to do that. Fish Central, I want to start a fish store online. The trick is simply getting the word out there that you're doing it, finding ways to promote it. And I think that's a big part of what we need to be doing. We need to be promoting local hobbyists and local people who are really working at raising quality product. So Frank's saying here, Money Viper, getting my 180 on Thursday. Going to try your dirt. Film my Epipletis 6 fasciatus spawning today. Wow. Hope you're getting that posted, Bunny. That's neat. Let's do a picture of these. That's such a nice fish. Look at that. These are killies. Let's see if we can get a pretty one here. Look at that. Very nice. Thank you so much. Good job, Bunny Viper. Most of the industry fish coming from Asia. Yeah, a lot of them are. The cheaper ones are. There are now exporters in Poland, Israel, I think Czechoslovakia, that have been supplying the European market and are now exporting. And they're coming up with some pretty quality stuff. They're doing a good job. Their prices are higher, shipping is higher, so they tend not to be bought by the local or local outlets or by the big chain stores or their suppliers. The mega wholesalers are for the most part buying less and less quality stock, and more being dominated by those running the corporations who are looking at profit margins. If I go a few hours up north, I can collect, but where I live, we don't have the waterways to go fish collecting. It hurts watching father fish go collecting and I can't go. This is T-Bone. Well, we need to get you in your car and drive up north. Make a weekend of it, maybe. Just plan something ahead. Get your equipment put together and go do it. You're going to love it. Chris Trapp. Fish are often brought and killed by inexperienced people and highly expendable. Slaughterhouse chickens also live crappy lives compared to pastured chickens. True enough. Craig is saying, T-Bone, are you extending an invitation, Craig? You need to get T-Bone up there in Terry, where they have freshwater creeks. Need to stick it to the big guns. Indeed, we do. Absolutely. Tanked is saying there are quality exporters. Need to find them and need to register your business with the state. Bunny Viper. They turn all shades of blue and purple when they flash. They started with 3, now have 10. They'll never try to breed them, doubling their tank size tomorrow. Might trying a breeding project. I can't talk. Misfit says I need more killies in my life. Yeah, we have native killies here in Florida. It's one of the things we're going to be asking Frank to focus on is local killies. Because I'll tell you, some of them are spectacular. T-Bone, plenty of creeks, but no fish in them. $90 for a fishing license? Oh my God. $90 for a fishing license. Glory. Thank you, Bunny. Can you get a day pass? Yeah, good question. Can I leave a link? Absolutely, Fish Central. Absolutely. Any of you, it's part of the reason we turn everybody blue So you can do links for your own and for everybody else's channels and videos and whatever. So please feel free to post your links. Fanatical is going to try my hand at breeding bettas. Yeah, I've got some down here. I don't know if they're going to do anything or not. I have a pair. I may as well show you. Dooby-doo. Well, it'd be nice if I could had a picture you could see. How long has that been going? Probably can't see it anyway. That's the female, and there's the male right alongside her. And I don't see any bubbles, but she looks like she's loaded. I don't know if you can get, I can't get enough wire to get as close as I want to get. There they go. So we'll see. We'll see. All right. We finally run out of time here. Government overreach, I would say. All right. Scott's going to head down and collect with T-Bone. That'd be terrific. All right, we're going to run away. We got a bad picture and we're running out of gas and everything is falling apart. So you guys are so wonderful. I just so deeply appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being a part of this madness. Macroalgae tank doing well. Be moving them to a 40-gallon soon. Currently a crowded tank. Well, Carol Cox. This is a saltwater tank she's talking about. Macroalgae are magnificent plants. I've got a few. Let me show you a little bit. I don't know if you can even see them. Here's a good example. That's a water lettuce. That's a saltwater. That's a macroalgae. There are others. There's some growing down. I don't know if you can see them. A few of them, another one. Some new ones growing. That's pretty cool. Anyway. All right. All right. Anyway. Love you, T-Bone. You too, Bunny Viper. All right, we're going to go away. Thank you all. Love you all. Bye-bye. I'm not going to be on tomorrow morning. I've got some conflicts, so I can't make it. I'll try to get back on Wednesday. So see you all Wednesday morning. Fanaticals. Got 2 females and males bubble nesting. Good job. Go for it. That's going to be fun. They are wonderful fish to raise. I'm talking about bettas. God bless you all.